Pokemon with guns and factories? Palworld isn't your typical monster taming game. Get ready for survival and not snuggles. Tired of saving the world? Turn it into a sweatshop with your pals. They're adorable yet brutally capitalist pals. Forget Pokemon for a minute though. Palworld is the future of monster taming games. Build your own empire, exploit cute creatures, and become the ultimate capitalist in a genre-bending mix of Breath of the Wild meets Pokemon and Ark. Palworld is a blast your way through enemies and tame wild creatures while exploring a vast open world filled with secrets, dungeons, and strange encounters. From the minds of Pocket Pair, an independent studio who reportedly had little to no experience, Palworld brings a unique flavor to the monster taming scene. Befriend an adorable pal or train them to fight and work and build your own empire. The beginning level is similar to Elden Ring and Pokemon Arceus. You arrive as a shipwrecked explorer on uncharted Galapagos Islands, teeming with diverse biomes and mysterious creatures called pals. By that, I mean you walk off the beach and go through the temple, so you see some guy talking by the fire. Then you go down the road and see a level 35 Mamorest stomping you out like a tree sentinel. Also, there's a giant elder tree in the distance as well. Other than that, terrain is very similar to Ark when you got the giant mountain peaks and the deserts and all the different terrains. So here's the gameplay loop. First, you're going to capture your wild employees, or pals. Explore the vibrant yet dangerous open world brimming with unique pals, each with their own personalities and abilities. Each pal has stats and modifiers to make each catch interesting. Capture them using a spear or even brute force. You can build your own utopia, gather resources, craft tools and weapons, construct your own settlement from the ground up. Choose from various biomes to start your base, and build farms, factories, and even breeding farms, carpets, pianos, lights, and much, much more. The last part is facing your consequences. Once you build your base up and you have everything right where you want it to be, you're going to have to face the repercussions. Now, catching or hatching pals might earn their loyalty, but exploiting them for work or food could breed resentment, stress, and injuries. This is where the game hilariously tells you to build them hot tubs to lower the sanity level. Similar to like sending officers out in Ready or Not, you gotta send them to counseling whenever they had a bad day, pretty much. Can you maintain balance and build a sustainable haven, or will greed lead to your downfall? With great power comes great responsibility and some delicious barbecue options. So, beyond the basics of the game, Palworld's mysterious past isn't really well known, but you can find notes around the map to get like bits and pieces of it. There are public and private servers in the game. Up to 32 could be in a public, I believe, but in the private you can set your own limit. And there's a code you can send them so no one else can like jump in. I also believe there's some websites dedicated to helping it set up for you, and you can hop on the server without having the host needing to be there. They also have shown plans on what's coming next in the future. You can test your skills on online multiplayer. There's more islands, more pals. To support Microsoft, since they plan on doing a PC to Game Pass crossplay, I'm excited for what they can do. Overall, Palworld exceeded all expectations I had, as I had played over 100 hours and always forget that the game's still in beta and is still waiting on being released. They say it's only 60% done, and I'm excited to see what the full game looks like. I never really cared to play Breath of the Wild type game before, and I didn't know this was survival until I played it, but I had a lot of fun. The pals are very creative. Yes, they're inspired by Pokemon, but I can't say they're direct copies. Game elements that add the interactions bring a comedic tone to the game. This game is like Pokemon in the hood. Panpour and Tansy are not the same. Now I feel this game is another Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima situation. Nintendo took too long to make a game that we wanted, and somebody else did it for them. And I wouldn't say it's a direct ripoff of Pokemon. And devs were stated that they didn't steal any assets. Palworld is an example of combining familiar game mechanics and mashing them up into an open world game, and somehow it works. It's like Zelda Breath of the Wild, Genshin Impact, Pokemon Arceus, Ark, Elden Ring. And you just made a fun game out of all that. So yes, there's a strong influence in the game, but it's formed in its own space in the genre. They stated it's a parody, so why are you surprised to see pals like Pokemon? There's a lot of content on the map, and it's huge. 5 towers, which are like gyms basically, and they have so many mini bosses and pals. This game has multiplayer, which is fun and hilarious with your friends. I would hold an official score for the game until it fully releases, but right now it's close to a 4 out of 5. And the game's only what, $30? You can't really argue. Thank you to everyone helping me make over 150 subs. Expect longer videos from me and not so many shorts this year. Also follow me on other social medias like Twitch for live engagement and TikTok, and Twitter for more content.